What's up, guys? I want to welcome you back to another episode of Corey's Car Review. God.
Pretty good.
We're here today with Chris. Chris, I want to tell you thanks for bringing out and
My pleasure.
coming out and meeting us. Here to talk about his daily driver. How badass is this? I mean, the fact that this is the daily driver, that is awesome. So, 2020 Lamborghini Urus.
2019, correct?
2019, sorry.
Yeah.
Man, this is such a cool car.
I'll correct you on the daily driver. It's my wife's daily driver. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, honey, but your Traverse is not as cool as this.
This is a special treat here for me to even bring this over here and drive it, you know.
My daily driver is a 96 Buick Roadmaster. So not really on the same platform, but man, I can't imagine driving this every day. That would be so much fun. I'd get thrown in jail, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've dodged a few.
Well, let's walk around and we can walk around and start talking about it. What are some of your favorite features about it? How long have you guys had this?
So I surprised her on Christmas Day, put a little bow in it, set it in the driveway.
Oh, cool.
She had no idea. So I walked her out there and she was flabbergasted, to say the least.
Oh, I can imagine.
You know, we're a Volkswagen family, like I told you. You know, got a 2017 R8, and I think they share the same motors as some of the Lamborghinis. But zeroed in on the Urus because we got two kids, and I figured, hey, if you're gonna get a grocery getter, might as well be a Lamborghini. So went ahead and started looking for them. Found a few here in Dallas at Lamborghini Dallas over off 75 in Richardson, and went over there and test drove it. 670 horsepower is probably my favorite part about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's a Cannon, and it's got a boost on it, and when you let go of that boost, it'll plant you in your seat. So other than that, they went with the interior. Lamborghini kind of tries to replicate fighter jets, so when you get inside you can kind of see the little flip up and the start button, but they try to resemble some fighter jet features. The back seat is huge. That's one good thing. The trunk is also big, but I would say my favorite part is definitely the horsepower.
I think that would be any car guy's favorite part would be that.
Yeah.
And it's a 4-liter twin turbo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you say the horsepower was?
670.
God.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, they make a really good car, and as I explained, it's a 2019, so it's the first model of this car, and so they did a really good job because we've had it for 6 months, and it's been awesome.
Now, were you guys one of the first ones around here with one of these?
As far as I can tell, I don't really see too many over here in the Willow Bend area, but as far as it turns a lot of heads, I know that, and it's loud, and so when people hear you come to the stop signs and it's got the pop 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 in the muffler and the exhaust, and people are like, what is that? But when they really zero in, they see that bull on the hood, and they're like, oh. And then Lamborghini and on the back, and it's definitely a head turner.
Yeah. Man, I love this blue. No, so what color is this?
I don't know the exacts. I just know it's blue. My wife, she was pointing out some other cars that had the same color, and when this one popped up, there was when I was looking, there was 2 whites, a black, and this blue, and she just came out of a black car, so I said, let me jump on this blue. But I don't know the exact name of the blue that Lamborghini calls this.
Man, it's really pretty. Man, the blue and black, that looks good.
Yeah. It was a question for us to go ahead and black out the rest of these rims, but when you see this car sitting, it's beautiful. But when you see these rims turning, when it's driving down the road, to me, it just changes the whole look of the car.
Oh, yeah.
I think it is so awesome when you see it in motion.
Well, let's walk around it and we can check it out.
All right. Got your big camera here on the front, and again, I don't know on the features on the front with the fighter jet, but I really feel like they make it look very mean on that front grille. Just how the whole grille represents itself. I know they're coming out with other Lamborghinis that are limited editions that have that fighter jet. They have those intakes on it. It looks really good. I forget the name of it, but
I just noticed this is functional. I thought, well, at first I thought that was plastic in there, but that's
And this also has a laser jammer on it. They've got a couple of jammers somewhere in this grill.
that's definitely something you.
That's something that'll keep you out of jail.
I don't even know if that would help me, because if it went off, I think I'd just leave my foot in it.
Yeah, it's a concealed system, so
something like this is one of those things that once you plant your foot in it, then that's it.
Yep. Got your representation of Italy here. You want to look inside here?
Sure.
There's some magazines here. Let's see.
So Scott, I want to point out these wheels are huge, 23 inch.
23 inch, yes. They are they're big and they're expensive.
I like that.
Pirelli makes a great tire. We got to do a track with the R8, a little track drive, and Pirelli was out there and they donated all the tires. Those R8s would come back in just smoking the tires, and people would ask, "Hey, was that your car?" I said, "No, that is not my car." But Pirelli's a really good tire. I've seen it on the track, and haven't put this on the track, but just love those tires.
Man, I bet that'd be fun.
Yep. Back seat, like I explained, pretty big. I mean, that front seat is pushed all the way back, so plenty of room in that back seat.
I noticed standing here, one thing that's consistent with SUVs is the back windshield wiper. So I guess that's angled enough at a slope that they figured either that or you're going to go fast enough that the water's just going to the water's just going to repel off of it.
Yeah, it doesn't really cause any of an issue. Thought about doing a little something here on the back. How they integrated this silver trim piece. I thought about blacking that out, but overall, I mean, I don't think it takes away from anything on the car. But they've got some other stuff, carbon fiber, aftermarket things that you can dress up and do on these cars. But it's maybe something that we'll do.
Yeah, it's definitely not a lot you even need to do to fix it up, because it's one of those, you want something that you can't park it and walk away without looking at it.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what these are. It just looks like it's fast, sitting still.
It is.
Without it even idling or anything.
Yeah.
So something we wanted to point out is how big these brakes are. Normally you get giant brakes in the front, but to have giant brakes in the front and the back, that's a heck of a lot of stopping power.
Yeah, it needs it.
And we noticed, if you want to zoom in here, you know, normal wheels have, you know, regular lug nuts and then one locking lug nut, and every single lug nut is a locking lug nut. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, how about we hop inside and we'll check some of the interior out. So first thing I want to point out how cool this is, like you were talking about, reminds you of fighter jets, is this start-stop switch. That's cool the way that'll flip up.
Yeah. It's also got this, I think that's part of a fighter jet, but that's for your reverse. Click this thing into drive, it's pedal forward. So that's two differences of regular cars that I've been in. This not so different, but to go forward is the pedal there. It's got several different settings here, which are all in Italian. Not knowing each one, I know there's sand, snow, rain. Of course, you got sport, and then I'm not sure what the fifth one is, but well, there's 6. Those are the only ones that I know that the salesman told me. course, you tighten up the suspension and get it into race mode with this stuff over here.
Well, shoot, that's the mode you just want to leave it in.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, will this, can you adjust the leveling, the suspension, this raise and lower?
So when you go into Sport and Corsa, that's the two main ones that does level out the suspension and puts it into the mode of racing. Corsa is, of course, race course.
Right.
But that's where you can feel it move in and do what it's doing.
Kind of hug the road a lot more.
Definitely.
I love the look of that steering wheel, the way it's flat on the bottom, and it just has that.
Their paddle shifters are humongous as well. I've noticed that about this car. Pretty big paddle shifters.
Man, just the steering wheel itself is like it's like a Formula One car or a like a NASCAR or something real thick like that.
Yeah. Touchscreen, everything's good. Sometimes you get in with finicky touchscreens. These are it's spot on. They did a good job with that. Same thing with the radio. Not a whole lot of storage in these. You got 2 compartments on the side and this little thing here, but not a whole lot of storage. But you don't need a lot of storage in this thing.
just in the back for groceries.
There you go.
Groceries and kid stuff. I like that instrument panel, the tack and everything on that.
Yeah.
Is that a G-force meter on the right?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yep. Let you know when you're swaying into the turns.
Yeah. That's neat that it's got that the torque monitor on the side.
Yeah, so again, when it's in Corsa, that's when you can do the boost mode, which you build up the turbo. It's almost like a power brake of the old Camaro car you used to have when you were a kid.
Yeah.
At least I did. You slam the brake and goose it, and it sits there and spins the tires. Well, this doesn't spin the tires. It's building the boost, and you let off that brake, and yeah.
You think you can show us that here in a few minutes?
100%. 100%.
Man, this is just seeing one of these in person and then getting to ride in it and get to experience that power, man. That's so cool. There's Lamborghini up here on the dash.
Yeah, they did good on the interior. I really like it. I don't have any complaints on it.
It's got I like the suede on these side pillars and this roof. Well, how about we mount a GoPro up to it and take it for a ride?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Yep. See, my wife drives like that. We don't have anything cool like that.
Back there.
I love this setup here. That's crazy. The sound of it. Oh yeah, I think got the Lamborghini headrest in the back seat.
I pulled up to a Sonic one time, and the guy comes out and gives me the food, and he goes, "Is that a Lamborghini?" I said, "Yeah," but he saw my headrest. That was the only way he knew. Just looking at the car, he had no idea.
That's a lot to think about. You know, I mean, just like you said, as fast as it gets to 6,500.